Okay, I'm here in St. Allen with
Jason Enos, yeah.
That rep.
Hey.
Hey.
And we got a couple questions. We'll start with full burst.
Sure.
What made Namco decide to make a PC version of this game?
Well, you know, it's the first time that we've done that with any of our real anime franchises, and you know, Naruto over the years has like continued to get more and more popular, and you know, the Storm series itself has been really successful. A lot of fans always like looking forward to the next update, and you know, Storm 3 was a really big release for us, and we know that there's a lot of fans out there. Some of them, I think, either maybe got into the manga or maybe they got into the anime, and maybe at one point in time they were actually into the games, but then maybe some of them have kind of dropped off. And obviously we still have a lot of them playing the games, but I think maybe some might have dropped off, and so bringing it to the PC, especially through Steam, is kind of a new way to reach new fans, and also maybe get some of the folks back that maybe just in the last couple of years haven't been picking up the console versions.
To me, this is a dream. I'm sorry, this is like a dream come true. That I'm like, this is before I had a PlayStation. I'm like, Storm 1, no PC release. I'm like,
right.
Finally we're getting a PC release, and a lot of PC fans are surprised, like, the anime game on PC.
Right. No, and like we've been working with Steam as well, and they're also really excited about it, because this is something that really hasn't really been on the Steam platform. It's kind of a completely different type of game, but it's going to be a great opportunity for us to really see, like, okay, just how big the fan base is. But I know a lot of the core fans, even the guys that already had the 360 or the PS3 versions, are all really psyched about this, because PC, even better quality, nicer looking.
I got an awesome gaming rig. I can just max this game out.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Alright, so will there be any future DLC after Full Burst, like characters or costumes, or is this something that you guys are focusing on?
I mean, right, we're the idea with Full Burst was, obviously Storm 3 came out, and then there was a lot of, just like any project, there's always stuff the development team wants to try to fit into the game, and then as the time kind of ticks, it's sort of like, we have to make some difficult choices. So some stuff actually didn't make it into the game. So Full Burst was an opportunity to kind of put that additional content into the game. Also, we did have a lot of DLCs. You might remember, like after Storm 3, we had a lot of different costumes, exactly, the kimonos, and different things like that. But there are a bunch of people who don't buy DLC, or they don't even maybe have bought Storm 3 yet. So we thought, for Full Burst, if someone goes out and buys the game, they're gonna get all the content.
So that's like the complete edition.
Yeah, you're gonna get all that content in there already, but we've added a new playable character, so you get like Kabuto, exactly. You get the Sasuke Itachi battle with Kabuto.
Is that playable here? Or is
not on this build. This build we just set up for versus. That seems to be in these kind of settings, like people will just line up for days just to play versus. But you can play Sage mode.
Yeah, I did. I played it early when it was like only a couple people there. We got here early.
Yeah, but the new chapter is pretty awesome.
Alright, looking forward to it. Are there any character balances that come along with Full Burst, like any glitch fixes? Like I know before the problems with the support glitch and things like that.
Right.
Does this come with some fixes?
Yes, it does come with some fixes. On top of my head, I don't have like the exact list of what all the things that were adjusted, but we, CyberConnect 2, the developer, they're always really listening to the fans, and they immediately heard about some of the little glitches and sort of hiccups on Storm 3. So I know a lot of those things were gone in and fixed as best as possible. But at the same time, this game still needs to be compatible with people who maybe only have Storm 3. So that way people who play online, there's still a bigger online base, and not just an online base of people who got folders.
I'm actually kind of glad you did this, because I know Capcom with their Marvel games, it's like you buy one, then you got, and then the Ultimate version, it's like you can't play each other, and it's like a lot of people in the forums are scared, like, is this something that I have to buy just to play online for like one character? But I'm glad you guys got this compatible.
Right. So a good example is like if you buy the Full Burst game, we actually have like a little not like a warning message, but just like a little note inside the game that says, don't buy these DLC costumes. Like they're already, you know, in the game. The only thing that's not in the game is the Hello Kitty Sakura costume. So if you didn't already have that, you can go buy that one. But that further proves the point that it's compatible with the original game, because when you go in, you're going to go to the same place that you would buy those costumes. And if you actually did buy those costumes, it's going to charge you, but it's already on the disc. You know? So we put a little message in there.
Warning out there.
Yeah, yeah. And then the only thing, like you might have heard, is we're also releasing it as a DLC upgrade. You know, you asked about DLC. So say that you already have Storm 3, which it sounds like you already do, and I know some collectors out there are going to want to go buy the full burst game just so they have the physical game. But if you didn't want to do that, we are going to release a DLC version on the same day as the PS3 and the X360 version. And basically, we haven't announced the price yet.
Yeah, I was going to ask.
We haven't announced the price yet, but that gives you all of the new content in full burst, but it doesn't give you the costumes. And the reason we did that is because you may have already bought all the costumes already, and it just felt kind of unfair to us to like charge you more for stuff that you may have already bought. But if you haven't bought it, then you can go and obviously, you know, get it.
Just knock the question right off the bat. Let's see the price of DLC already got. So, question like from the forums and stuff, are there any more like new stages, OBs, or is this like a story expansion with the costumes or something anyone hasn't got yet? Yeah, pretty much that. So like, so full burst, like pretty much what is full burst like? Is it is it the story? And
all right, so obviously all of Storm 3. All of the DLC costumes, except for the Goku costume, which was only in the limited beginning, and the Hello Kitty, but you can get that one. You get the new chapter, Sasuke and Itachi versus Kabuto Sage Mode. There's 100 new missions in the game that are really challenging missions.
Can you elaborate? Like, is it missions like in the story mode, like you know, where you go run around and in story mode and do other missions for people, like might need you to go do something? Is it like that?
Or is it in timeline?
It's we're not completely saying, but they're meant to be very challenging and very fun. So then you are rewarded for doing all of them. And then I'm trying to think what else. What's in the game? Oh, the revamped cinematics. Yes, and then wait, here, thank you. There was like one other thing.
Yeah, I was like, he's missing something. Okay, I got it. So, pretty much answered a couple questions. New missions, or the incident. So can you, like, let's say I have full burst. Do I have to get 100% of that game to do the missions and to play Kabuto? Or is it, like, let's say I only beat like 80% of the game. Do I have to beat it in full to play Kabuto, to play against Kabuto?
I don't remember. Yeah, because for me, like, on the original game, like I had my progress, but on the new game, because I already knew the old game, the previous, like I only kind of focused on what was new, but I had like, I could just jump straight to it. I don't know in the final retail version how that's going to work. It might actually reference your save file, your Storm 3 save file, so you may actually be able to play it. I'm a little rusty on that.
There's not a lot of people 100% this game. They may have went through story mode, but
it is on the Ninja World timeline, and it's way down at the end, and it's another weird branching path that's just out on its own.
Let's see. Is the Kabuto battle harder than the final battle against Toby? It's really hard.
It is really hard, actually. I think it is really, really hard. And it's obviously there's several phases of the battle, and like the first time I played it, the first phase threw me up for a couple times. The second phase threw me up more than double the first phase. But then I think the third phase I haven't gotten past.
Like, I know with Toby, when I had the game, it was so hard. Like, I'm sitting here all night playing it. I'm like, keep losing to Toby. Damn it! I had to fight all the tail beasts, they're all coming at me. It's like 3 at once. I'm like, wow. Like it's like
it's
lost a lot.
Yeah, I mean we've been like, you know, we showed it. We showed the game recently to. We went down to Mexico and Brazil to show the Latin American, South American press, and I was like, hey, you guys, if you want to play the new chapter. None of them could get past the same spot that, you know. So
that sounds very interesting.
Yeah, it's a really cool battle. Yeah.
So going back to the PC, if the PC sales do well for this game, can we see possible like more like Naruto games on the PC like after the release of the console versions, possibly?
Yeah, I mean, who really knows at the end of the day? But like, I personally would like to, you know, see us continue to kind of push the content into other areas. Like, you know, if this game gets some good traction on Steam, like I don't see why we would not consider it for the future. Not only for Naruto, but like for other titles. I mean, we haven't done Dragon Ball like that or anything.
That was one of the questions actually. Like, will Dragon Ball ever have the same thing that Stormtrooper now on Steam?
Right.
I can see a future one day that's like that, but I guess we gotta see the sales.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a good start, and you know, Storm 3 was a definitely, you know, critically acclaimed title, so it's like something that we felt would be a good like first foot forward, you know, kind of thing. And yeah, I mean, I really hope that, you know, that the fan base on Steam. I mean, not everyone, it's not for everyone, but like I hope it does well, and might open the door for stuff in the future.
All right, sounds good. Let's see. This is interesting. I like this too. As far as like it's coming to PC, is it open to like the modding community? Because I know a lot of Steam games can mod it and do like a lot of fun things with it. So I've seen a lot of creative mods and stuff on the PC.
Right.
Will Storm be open to this? Or?
I don't know. I mean, I know the Steam like dev support guys went out to Japan to sit with CyberConnect. Well, this is a long time ago, but I think they probably went through a lot of the I don't know, not key learnings, but like a lot of the like best practices, like things that are successful on Steam, and I think that was one of the things that was brought up. But I don't know actually.
Yeah, it's fine. I didn't really expect the answer, but that was probably the best answer I thought I'd ever get.
Yeah.
Any plans for? Well, this is for me because I'm a person. I've been following CyberConnect. Like honestly, like I grew up with a GameCube. I never had a PlayStation 2, but when I saw Ultimate Ninja 1, 2, 3, and etc., like I'm like, wow, I really wish I bought that PlayStation 2. But I ended up getting the games anyway, even though I didn't have the console. But a couple people are wondering, like, will CyberConnect 2 ever revisit that, or maybe like for an HD collection, or make a sequel after Ultimate Ninja 5? Because it did stop.
Oh, right.
Well, it's not the actual 3. Heroes 3 in America.
Yeah, I think they did an Ultimate Ninja Impact 4.
Oh no, Impact. Yeah, but the thing with Impact,
Ultimate Ninja 4, not Ultimate. The Impact was the PSP.
Impact was the PSP one. Heroes 3 was after Ultimate Ninja 5, which was pretty much this, I guess, the successor sort of, because it was on PSP. It's limited, but I guess what I'm trying to get at is, was it ever brought up like to do an HD collection of these games, or a sequel of like, because a lot of the fighting game community likes those 2D games.
Yes. Well, no, actually. If it has come up, it's more been on like internal and CyberConnect side. Like I haven't actually like been involved in any like conversation saying, hey, how about this or how about that. But you might remember last year we did bring out Dragon Ball Z Budokai HD collection, which had Budokai 1 and Budokai 3, and those are like two really
I had that. I love it. I was playing it the other day.
So that was kind of also our first step in sort of going back to the dust off take the dust off of these old games and kind of bring them back. So I mean that was kind of, I don't know if it was an experiment or anything, but I mean it's kind of an example of doing that. So you never know.
I would love to see.
It could be a matter of time.
The only gripe I had with that, I was cool with that. I already purchased it. I'm like, they could have put some online service. I was like,
I know. I know. I mean, that was definitely something that
I I would still be playing it today.
I know that's something that definitely would have made a huge, huge difference to that. And we mentioned it, but at the end of the day, it's like, these are games that were, let's see, Kai
Like,
1 came out.
probably, especially Budokai 1. That's a while old.
That was like
far back.
90, I don't know, something like that. But like working with the existing code and then trying to retrofit it, it just became too difficult at the end. So that's what happened there.
So do we know when the physical release of Full Burst is releasing?
Yes, it is October 22nd, so it's right